Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I'm DisturbingPuppet. So today doing something a little different. So this was an idea sort of inspired by a comment by Nicholas Davis, so thanks for that. So the idea was sort of to have two armies opposing each other, and one is really well designed for destroying the other ones. It's not a point imbalance kind of thing, just to kind of see how this goes. So first I'm going to show you the army that I'm taking, which is massive swarms of Tyranid units. So here we have a Hive Tyrant, of course. We have one Prime. We have the maximum number of Tyranid warriors, all with the upgraded guns. We are running a Trigon, single Exocrine, one Gargoyle. Then we're running the maximum number of termagants, all with the upgraded guns, and the maximum number of hormagaunts. So lots and lots of cheap troops. You can kind of see we're actually pretty close to the maximum you can deploy is only 30 units. So for Tyranids, I could probably even push that if I just ran a bunch of gargoyles and stuff too. So the idea is to have just massive hordes of swarm stuff. What does that not pair well against? Well, let's take a look at some Necron stuff. So this is the Necron anti-swarm army that I have built for the AI. So it is 10 points under, but that's just because it was hard to fit anything in, really. That would make sense. We've got an Overlord. We have 2 Hexmark Destroyers. We have 6 Immortals, all of whom have Tesla Carbines. Tesla Carbines have Living Lightning, so if they hit a target, some of the damage will arc and hit other adjacent units. So this is an anti-swarm weapon. All of the Immortals have this. That is very bad for us. We also have here the maximum number. So this is the maximum number of Immortals. We have the maximum number of Tomb Blades as well. Tomb Blades are also running twin Tesla Carbines in this case, so they're a bit heavier hitting, and these also arc between people and kill them. So that sucked up most of the points. Just to kind of have a little bit more, we've got an Annihilation Barge. To just stick with the regular gun on here because I felt like we needed something in the army to deal with bigger stuff. And it's got a secondary chain lightning weapon. I could swap this out for no points for even more chain lightning, but I feel like that's excessive, and it'll make it harder for the Necrons to deal with some of the tougher units. To deal with tougher stuff, there's one Death Mark in here and one Locust Heavy Destroyer with the upgraded guns, so I just kind of wanted to make it, a slightly balanced force instead of just only being really focused on killing off swarms of infantry and stuff. So this is a pretty unbalanced matchup. Point values are the same, though, although the Necrons are 10 points under. So, realistically, this Necron army should make pretty short work of the Tyranids because they're weak, they don't have a lot of health, the arcing damage is going to do massive damage and just cause problems. And of course, 2 Hexmark Destroyers is nothing to sneeze at either. I also built an Orc army that I'll be trying against this with the maximum number of Orc boys. Not the maximum number of Gretchen as well, but something like that. So yeah, we'll set this up and do a fight and see how it goes. This is mainly just something to kind of do for fun as an idea. When it came to trying to think of armies that don't really match well against each other, like one would have an obvious advantage, this was the first thing that really leapt to mind as far as an idea for things to do. If I can think of anything else, I will do it as well, although I'm recording stuff way in advance at the moment, and I'm not sure I'll be able to get a lot of stuff recorded here because I will be traveling and working away from home over the summer. That's the second year I'll be doing that. So I'm recording stuff well in advance to go up. Hopefully so there'll be stuff. So we're going to do Salt Exchange, which is fairly open. It does give me the opportunity to move around, but it also gives a bit of an advantage to the Necrons as well. Yeah, a very thick map would give me more of an advantage, so I kind of want to give the Necrons another thing that will give them an advantage. We're going to fight to the death. I'm assuming huge numbers of Tyranid troops are going to get cooked here, but that's kind of what I would expect. I think we can still make it, do a bunch of damage, and win, but the matchup is definitely not favorable. So you could do potentially the same thing with having lots of Tyranids like this and then running a bunch of Flamer units for Blood Angels, or the Orcs have Flamers, that kind of thing. But that limits your range quite a bit, whereas the Necrons have the ability to just absolutely destroy units at range with their living lightning abilities and stuff. So we'll see how this matchup goes. So my idea is we're going to have most of the core shooty stuff head left. We're going to head with a Prime, hormagaunts, gargoyles, maybe a couple termagants. We're going to head out wide. I'm not sure if we'll go this wide or we'll just stay in, and then we'll try to kind of sneak in and get an advance to land that way. It's so many units, it's kind of difficult to deploy guys, though. So, yeah, kind of a hassle to set you guys up because there's almost no tiles. So that's the other thing, if you run the maximum number of units. So I'm at 25, I think, and there's only 5 spots left. I think you can swap, yeah, so you can swap 1 for 1, but if you had like the entire thing filled, it makes it a lot harder to sort of set up where you want guys to start. Just kind of making things difficult. I think at this range also, hormagaunts and termagants look almost exactly the same. So that's something else we have to figure out. Let's get like all the hormagaunts over here. Not that we're going to be set up like super well initially. We want the prime in there to kind of be the functioning synapse creature for this group. So we'll 3 in the middle for the moment. There's some more hormagaunts. You go over here. I think I'll put the Trigon in there as well, actually. Because we could always burrow in to go for something, so yeah, let's do that. God, there's more hormagaunts. There's so many. Okay, that just leaves termagants, right? I wouldn't mind having a couple termagants in there. Let's throw like 1. So yeah, here, let's put you there. Do something kind of like this. I want the warriors in position to be shooting as soon as possible. Termagants can then kind of follow up, doing damage. So the idea is, yeah, we'll kind of split about here. So these guys are definitely going that way. These guys will be the core advancing. Something like that. So let's take a look at the massive skittering horde that we have created. Of course, we have some of the better units on the ground here. Yeah, big guys. And then just huge numbers of hormagaunts. I wish I could deploy a little further away. But, yeah. Gonna see if we can get some good use out of all of these guys. Our good little boys here. We'll be making a run. As my mouse wheel freaks out. Alright, gargoyles. You're gonna go super wide. I'm trying to remember what abilities. We've got the blinding, we've got our basic crappy guns. We're not gonna see anything here early. I think I can burrow and still attack with you, right? Yeah. And that goes up to 4 tiles. So yeah, we just need to get you close-ish to the enemy. Run, my pretty. Okay. Hormagaunts. Yeah, we can actually get you guys pretty wide here. Like, just looking at movement. Let's just try to rush wherever we can. Let's get you in. It's about the same there. Okay, so you can actually get in. Alright, we'll sort of keep everybody relatively close together. Wow, that really helps, camera. Yeah, I appreciate that. We'll just bunch up here. It's fine. Got 1 termagant squad here. Okay, so that's kind of the idea. At least these, we could send some more termagants as well. So for this group, the synapse creature that's sort of directing things is the prime, although, what's the range on that? Not sure how far it goes, but we are acting as a good synapse there for everybody. Okay. Here, we probably want to do what we can. The Hive Tyrant's going to be really helpful, I think, in dealing with stuff, as are probably the Tyranid warriors. Mr. Exocrine. Let's have you just sort of move up and overwatch, I guess. I mean, we're not going to see anything at this point, so I could just kind of ignore it. We could just auto-overwatch at the end. So yeah, we'll just kind of go there. Try to remember what all abilities we have. So we have Ranged or melee bonus to allies within 2 tiles. What is it currently? Ranged accuracy. Okay, that's good for this group. That's fine. So we have the Psychic Scream, 40 momentum damage, some psychic damage in a row, and then we have Hivemind's Will, extra momentum. It's only 15, so it's not fantastic, but we'll make do. Alright, we kind of want to be... how aggressive do I want to be? That's really far up. Let's not use, like, all my actions. Let's kind of hang out here. You potentially could see something. Gonna... Do we actually land, or are we still hovering? No, we land. So I actually have a... Well, okay, maybe I don't land. I might have some cover there. I'm not sure. What's the range on my gun? It's been so long since I played Tyranid, I don't remember. Gun's pretty good. Close combat is much better. Range of 5 is optimal. It's about there. Sure. Why not? Why not? Alright. Tyranid Warriors, I'm just going to have you guys run up. They do have the upgraded guns on the Tyranid Warriors and all the termagants. I kind of wanted to get a Trigon as well so I could just keep spawning more termagants. I just couldn't fit it in point-wise. So it would have been nice to have, you know, even more potential swarming capability. It would be funny anyway. And this is just sort of an idea to kind of see how this goes and how one-sided it might be. Like, theoretically, it should be pretty much to the Necron advantage here. I'm just not sure how well it's going to go. Yeah, we'll just auto-overwatch this, I think. Trying to straighten out my map here. There we go. Yeah, auto-overwatch is fine. It'll be good. It's just too many units. That's not going to last long. I think we're probably going to have units just get blasted out of the sky here pretty soon. I can't remember the range on the Immortals, optimal, with that weapon. It's probably... I think their normal weapon is 4, so this one's probably the same. So they'll be pretty accurate at an okay range. Okay, we saw nothing. Gargoyles, you're my scouts. Is there anything over... Okay, we do have some bikers and a Hexmark destroyer. Am I close enough? No, I'm not close enough to actually do like a close combat attack on them. Alright, so your ability, fairly short-ranged. I don't know that we want to kind of hang out here either. Just kind of move in. What do we see? Okay. And we could try to draw them in towards us. I think we probably want to go out over here a bit more. So let's get you guys moving. It's sometimes surprising how far the enemy can see you at times, so I'm not sure how effective it's going to be to try to do this. Let's try to spread out a little bit. It doesn't have to be like a crazy amount. Just try to get all the hormagaunts sort of in the same general vicinity. Prime, we'll have you just go there, I guess. So we have some vision, but I've got long-range stuff over here. Your gun, ideally, is a 7, but we might spot, like, this a bit more anti-infantry here with this guy, so we might want to hold off taking shots at anything else. So really, these guys are going to be mainly sort of spotters. Let's look over that way, please. Yeah, he's got all the tomb blades relatively far up, which is interesting. Okay, range on you guys is 4. Let's go take a look and see what we can see. Yeah, I'm not seeing much. Shot chance here actually isn't too bad at 65%. They aren't overwatched for some reason. I'm not seeing anything else. You want to shoot at about 5. That's totally doable. We could move up, blast, and back off. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get a hit with the Exocrine. We'll follow up. It's my accuracy here, 51, 60. Alright, we could go for the 60. I probably want to save the ability. So this one, the splash, this is really good at killing infantry off. We could just go for increased accuracy. I kind of like to use these together to make sure we're going to land these shots if we're going to use the plasmic buildup. So let's just take a regular shot here at 60%. Okay, get a little bit of damage. Your accuracy there, 65. Let's open up. We're still pretty far away, so it's pretty good accuracy there on our shots. If we can get some kills with the Tyranid warriors, they'll get additional actions, which is kind of nice. Am I actually close enough? Well, you're synapse creatures anyway, so I think we're okay there. Yeah, so we're sort of connected. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Let's keep hitting the same squad. Tomb Blades can, like, with the upgraded guns, they can really do a lot of damage, but they are a little fragile, so that's why I'm happy we can just kind of freely take pot shots at them, and they can't really do much about it. So we'll swarm like termagants up into here after the Hive Tyrant takes a shot, maybe. You are out of range, actually. Okay. Set you guys up. Alright. Can blast away a bit and then sort of move behind everybody else. There's not a lot here that's threatening me. Let's see if we can wipe this squad, maybe. Okay, we missed. Let's give that another try. Too bad. We hit the one that was weak. Disappointing. Alright. Yeah, let's sort of hang out here, because I want to be able to sort of jump on people, so we'll hang out sort of forward behind cover. Kind of watching this way. Alright, you don't have to be here anymore. Can I get you anywhere safe? Not necessarily. I could blind somebody here, but I feel like it's not really worth it. Probably better off just trying to duck behind something to avoid getting nailed too badly. Yeah, so we'll see if these guys want to come in here or if they want to divert. I wouldn't be surprised if they divert. If they do send stuff forward, we can kind of jump them, so I think we'll be okay. And here, I'm just going to throw a bunch of termagants forward, which is probably going to result in all of their deaths. But it's what they were born for. Fortunately, yeah, it didn't wipe out that squad, which is too bad. We've got additional actions and movement here, but we're just going to kind of hang out. Alright, they're on the move. Got both Hexmark destroyers coming over here. They take out one of the two blades. Hexmarks are being really aggressive. So they're going to try to wipe out the warriors. Not bad. I mean, they softened them up and then just started blasting away, which is as you would expect. Everything's moving over. That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe we can get a flank in, though. Termagants dying left and right. Big guns dropping a warrior. Haven't even seen the Immortals. Okay, there's the big guns. There's some Immortals finally moving in. Yeah, they're coming pretty much straight in to fight us here on this side. So maybe we can sneak in on the side. Alright, how much damage do we take there? So we lost one Tyranid warrior squad, another one got really wrecked, one slightly damaged, and we lost one termagant. Other guys are a little banged up, but, you know, could be a lot worse. Alright. So first things first. I mean, the Hexmarks are really dangerous. They are a big problem. But so are the Tomb Blades. They can do a lot of damage, but we could do a lot of damage to them as well, except they are fairly fragile. Let's take a look on the flank and see how far we could potentially get up here. So there's like one guy hanging back. I've got some way out here too. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, just a few guys on the flank, nothing too major. Can't hit anybody out of range. So if you come out here, we could then burrow 4. 2, 3, 4. So we could get right in on these guys. I think that's worthwhile to do. Send in the Trigon to be a nice big distraction. Look, he's being sneaky. Alright, so yeah, we go evasion. We pop up right next to the big guns. And I'm not sure, am I close enough? Connected. Okay, so I am connected. I'm not sure to where, though. Might be actually to the Hive Tyrant? I'm not sure. Or do you act as a... He doesn't act as a Synapse creature, so it's kind of odd. See, there I can get, yeah, Synaptic Leader. Let's take a look at you. Where's your Synaptic Leader ability? Yeah, it is connected to the Trigon there, so it is nice. We're in range. So I could do a bit of damage to everybody, but I think we want to go, like, potentially... Man, we can't kill one of these guys, but we can really heavily damage one, so let's just go for it. Okay. decent hit. These guys are fairly tough. We'll see if we can throw any more firepower their way. Probably not. Yeah, we can't reach anything with you guys yet. We want to keep the prime over here fairly safe. We might want to actually just rush to the back with all of you guys. May not be the worst idea in the world. I mean, how many can he kill? Theoretically. Probably all of them. Let's just run in the general direction of the Tyranids here. Or the Necrons, I mean. We are the Tyranids. Okay, I need to get you guys out of the way. Prime, let's get you on up. So we do have a few little gaps here and there. So I'm not sure how much it's going to arc, but we do have kind of a little separation. So yeah, we'll try to threaten there. I'm tempted to just send the Hive Tyrant in to just go crushing stuff. Like, we could one-shot a Tombblade squad. Like, if we landed here, do a close combat attack on it, then we could hit one of the Hexmark destroyers. Not the worst idea in the world, probably. So, I mean, we could just fly over. Looks like I would get shot at, though, by this guy by flying over him. Well, that's not nice. So maybe we want to take you out, then. We could use our ability and maybe wipe an Immortal squad, potentially. That might be worth doing. Well, it looks like I don't have really good shots. Like, no matter what I do, the accuracy is going to be terrible. But if I move up and then move the warriors, maybe it'll be okay. So warriors, we could even just go in close combat here. We're going to do more damage up close, I think. 14 to 19, 5 armor piercing. Yeah, we'll do way better damage up close if we try to just eat. But unfortunately, we can't get through there, so we kind of have to take you on up front. We could try just massive termagant shots, but I don't think that's going to do it. Let's see, if I go close combat. Decent result. Let's send a full squad over here. Very brave putting him out front. Only 20 health left. Maybe we could finish that off with a termagant, or multiple termagants. You guys, how far do you want to be to shoot? Optimal is 3, which we're currently at. Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage, actually. Gonna push up, because we're crazy. Yeah, maybe with the upgraded rifles we have, we might do a good job killing off termagants. So now my shot chance is 63 at the Immortals. So use the ability. We go plasmic buildup. 66 to 89 to everybody if we land the shot, although the shot chance is only 69%. Okay. Wiped them out, but a couple of them did get back up, which is the unfortunate problem with Necrons. Not a bad result, though. Alright, yeah, let's have termagants light up the Hexmark Destroyer. We've got a bunch of these guys, so our damage estimate... Yeah, why was these guys were doing more? Maybe because it had already been attacked? Yeah, like these guys were doing a lot more. I guess we're a little closer to our leader. So we're getting a bit more. If I move over. Yeah, now we're getting the swarm tactics and we're getting a few other bonuses. Light them up. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty darn decent for shooting. So yeah, just having this extra 35% damage and extra 10% accuracy, that's pretty huge. Guarantees us damage here. Whereas if I'm further away, it's potentially only going to do like 0 damage. Just kind of cycle some people in and out. Well, termagants, they're not people. You know what I mean. This should take you out. Nice. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I could just have the Hive Tyrant go in and just destroy both of these Tomb Blades. I think that's what we do, actually. Close combat, I think, will take him out. Let's go for it. Stomp. Super close. Let's hit the other one.
Disrupted.
Also super close. Well, might be termagant time. We bring you guys up. Finish them off. So much for you. We are in a nice big block here, though, where we're probably going to get absolutely slaughtered by the lightning weapons and stuff. Where do I want to put you? We could back off again. Yeah, we could do that. We can kind of move out, come back. If I didn't use both my actions, I could probably give some momentum and maybe get some extra actions here. But a bunch of people are going to die. And again, not people. So I could scatter a little bit. Let's do this. You can be kind of a sacrificial lamb. So we can maybe take out those immortals.
Taking fire.
Not enough. If I got a kill, I might have gotten another action point there. Am I looking the right way? Let's make sure you're like looking ahead in case they want to come closer. Yeah, so we have a few guys sort of separate here. We could stay with that, or we could kind of put them in. Yeah, we'll stay around the corner for the moment. I think that makes sense. Alright, so that's everybody. So what did we do? We wiped out 2 Hexmark Destroyers, 2 units of Tomb Blades, hit one of their big guys pretty bad, and trashed an Immortal Squad pretty bad. Pretty good result for one turn, actually. We've taken out a good chunk of the army. Some of the harder stuff is left, though. The barge and the heavy destroyers here are going to be a little hard for us to kill. And, of course, they're going to heal, which is always kind of sucky. But we do have a nice big distraction with the Trigon back there. Okay, so much for that squad. Mortals are going to come blasting in. I mean, I kind of figured those guys would actually use their guns on the Trigon, but apparently not. Same with the tank. I thought the Annihilation Barge would shoot the Trigon. These guys are going to, but it's not going to do that much damage. Well, I mean, relatively. Everything's relative, right? They don't have great armor penetration, but they do shoot a lot. So this will blast some of our guys. Not sure what happened there. I think he's shooting the Trigon. Trying to get away from the Trigon. Yeah, getting smacked. And the big guys instantly wiped my Trigon. They managed to get away, taking a hit in the process, I think is what that was. And then just nuked him immediately. Alright. I do have 2 command points. So we could definitely call in a Venom Cannon strafe. The Spore Mines are kind of interesting, but it's hard to get to that many. Yeah, you know what? 4 tiles in a line. I think they're actually lined up pretty well for me, aren't they? Yeah, they kind of are. I would kind of like to kill these guys, but they're going to be difficult. We could do a nice hit through here. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. We'll hit you to there. Tag the Overlord a bit. Killed them. Trash the Immortals. Tiny bit of damage to the Annihilation Barge. Alright, over here on this side. I don't know if we can actually blind Necrons. Does that work? I don't know. Let's find out. I'll go ahead and start doing some distractions. Oh, blind, please. I can't actually select blind, so I guess we can't blind these guys. So Necrons are immune to blind. I think, you know, it could clog up their eye holes, I don't know, something. They've got eye holes, right? Yeah, we had 1 squad dead. You guys can make it. You can get into close combat. Nobody else. No, you can make it into close combat. Get up there. I can bring you up for moral support. Having him close will give them a little bit of a benefit, I think, because of the presence of the synapse connection. So yeah, basic attack. This does give us some armor piercing. So let's do that. These guys are relatively tough. I mean, I was hoping for more damage. How much movement do you have? Okay. So theoretically I could move to here and get an attack off if you guys move. And if I can kill some of them, because we can't do a close combat attack from here because of the terrain, if we kill some of them, I get another action. So let me try for that, see how that goes. Killed 1, that's probably not enough. Oh, it was. Sweet. Alright. Hit him again.
We are engaged.
Alright, we get a few. I don't really have much over here that can help. I put a termagant over here, didn't I? Yeah, it's way in the back, though. Just have them sort of surrounded. Can't reach anything else, but we could start charging in. Bring you back as well. I don't know. Maybe I could have used them if we could have jumped through. I'm not sure if we can jump through our own guys like that, because there's no tile for them to go to. Everyone else is going to be too far away. Let me see if I can jump across this. I doubt it. Yeah. So it's got to be adjacent. I was thinking more than one. It's one tile, so still adjacent. Yeah, we'll just kind of hang out, so we're sort of in the same vicinity. We're not really adjacent, though. Termagants, I'm going to bring up. Guys. I mean, you can make it adjacent, so let's do that. Just to have some more distractions. Not that any other distractions worked super well. Alright, so we're sort of splitting them up. But yeah, there's not a huge amount of Necrons left for us to deal with. So, Mr. Exocrine, what do we want to shoot at? I kind of feel like going for these guys. They're awfully tough. Let's do some more damage. Okay. They're a major threat to the Hive Tyrant. So, I mean, I could go right on in and attack them in close combat. It's not the craziest idea in the world. Got the warriors there. So you're going to attack the tank. Got the Overlord there. Let's go for them. Let's try to do some softening up by shooting. Okay, so you have the extra accuracy and damage. Let's... I don't even really need to do it on them. Alright, let's have the warriors go ahead and see if they can get some kills. I'll get some more actions. It's probably enough to get me an action. Killed them again. We do this enough, we'll get surge enough for like a surge, and then also be able to do damage. I'm actually going to move you there. Okay. So the other warrior squad got killed, so we just have the two left. Alright. See if we can gun them down. Just make sure we have all of our buffs. Let's finish them off. Nice, we got a surge. Go ahead and use it, because why not? If I move up, am I going to lose any buffs? Yeah, I lost one, but we could just move him up one, and we're back. Get our increased accuracy. Okay, what do we want to shoot at? I can do some damage to them. We could go for the snipers, hit the warriors. I mean, everything is potentially dangerous. I only have one attack with my Hive Tyrant if we want to go for these guys. So let's soften them up some more. Yeah, pretty good results actually. There's only two of you poor bastards left. You can actually just kind of run around, so sure, why not? We'll get you over there. You can do the same. One of them's only at 1 health. Maybe we can take him out. He went down but got back up. That's too bad. So we'll kind of have to try to focus on taking that squad out. Hit him some more. Yeah, we could actually just kill you, so let's see if we can do that. Okay, down and not getting back up. Excellent. So that's a major threat gone. I was originally planning on having you go for the Annihilation Barge to do some damage, but now I'm not so sure. Let's go for the Warriors. We can kill some of them, get another action. I only got one. That might not be enough for the extra action. Nope, totally fine. Okay. Could split my attention. Let's go for him again. Unfortunately, the Necrons, they die. They don't leave any corpses behind, so it's just our corpses everywhere. Which, just isn't quite as interesting looking for the battlefield, you know? I'd like to see dead bodies everywhere. I see you. So we still have an action with the Hive Tyrant. That gives me lots of options. Question is, what do we do? I can't just shoot, do some damage. We could do that to the barge. So the snipers in the barge are what's left for a threat, really, to the Hive Tyrant. We could hit a couple guys. Or we could give a bunch of our guys momentum. I don't know if that would push anybody over. It might. It's only 15 momentum. Yeah, it really would only be termagants that I would get that with. I kind of want to do some damage back here, so I kind of feel like just going in and just start wrecking stuff is not the worst idea in the world. Yeah, let's be a little more aggressive at stuff that's going to wipe out most of my army. So let's go ahead and just beat on the Immortals a bit. Ooh, I got a surge. Nice. Dropped quite a few of them. Oh, most of them got back up. That's not nice. Let's hit him again. Yeah, just reducing the number of guns that they've got. Not a bad idea. Hive Tyrant's right in the midst, but yeah, we're just sort of surrounding these last guys. Like, these guys are doomed. I thought the Necrons would put up a much tougher fight. I think because they didn't have a position in Overwatch for me to move in on. I think that's part of why. Okay, that's gonna hurt. That arcs around to that particular attack. Let's see if we get a counterattack off. Tiny bit of damage. Something bad happened there. I think he just shot me from point blank range. Immortal's trying to get away. That's a no. That immortal is really immortal. Warriors are moving really odd. Doing. Okay, sort of understandable. Annihilation Barge going for the Warriors. Did take him out, it looks like. Focusing his attentions on the Tyranid warriors, which actually is not the worst idea in the world. These guys are trying to escape. They're going to get absolutely destroyed in the process.
We are engaged.
And we still have that whole section over there is mostly intact. Snipers, what are you going to do? We marked my Hive Tyrant. Try to make some distance. Zap him for a bit. Yeah, not a fan of you. We've already got another command point. For one, reduce momentum by 50%, removes overwatch actions from enemies. Yeah, not something we have to worry about. Yeah, we can just beat on him. He can't even do anything because he's not facing the right direction, so we can just trash him. We're going to start with our flanking guys, though. You got really banged up. I mean, we're close to the Hive Tyrant, but it's not close enough. Let's go ahead and do the jump attack for the extra armor penetration. So you guys, let's hold off. I think if we have more guys nearby, we're going to do more damage. So we want that. We'd also like Prime relatively close. So we wiped that squad out. We know where the snipers are at. What's the range on this? It's only 2. I mean, we could go harass the snipers. Could try to drop that last immortal. We'll help out here and then kind of fly around, scouting a bit. Just soften them up a little bit. And we'll hang out right next to the snipers because they do not like stuff hanging out next to them. Not that we attack in close combat or anything, but it's just something they, they're socially awkward. They don't like people next to them, so they'll feel kind of weird about it. Did I lose my termagants? Something blasted my termagants back here. It's one of the camera was being all weird. Yeah, we'll just rush. I can't really get you anywhere helpful, though. So, just get you in and try to get everybody bunched up around you. Although bunching up is something I probably shouldn't be doing. But we have a pretty decent force there coming in behind. Alright, you guys moved. You can still attack. We'll do our jump attack. So yeah, if they can still hit us at point-blank range, they can really just wreck our ability to do much. So I'm actually going to split up here a little bit. Stay watching them. Yeah, let's just move you forward. We want to get him active and engaged and killing stuff. So we have that flanking force now kind of coming in, even behind, honestly. Alright, the main force, though, has been pretty much decimated. We just have some termagants and the Hive Tyrant left. So what's the priority? The Annihilation Barge is bad. The Overlord's potentially bad. But I might be able to shoot the Overlord to death. Not getting the benefit from the Hive Tyrant, unfortunately, here. You guys are. We're a little close, so maybe moving up is fine, because we're going to get the buff, being closer to him, so we have the extra accuracy, right? Or are we still too far for that? 79%. We should have the extra accuracy, so that's 89. So best case scenario, we do 96 damage. Times 3 is just barely enough with all 3 of these guys shooting at the Overlord. Maybe we kill him. Can't really do much to the barge. We could pick off some stuff, though. Let's take him down, hopefully. Okay, he didn't get back up. Good. A little close here. Let's see if we can take out the warriors. Just trying to get some more momentum. We're really close there at 93. Yeah, we could do the extra momentum here with him. But I think we hit the Overlord to try to kill him at least once. And then maybe go jump on the snipers. He's looking the wrong way, so we could just take him out. So I could always kill him and then just kind of park in front of the snipers. Then these guys, we could have you shoot the Immortals. Actually, not bad at the moment. Now we're closer, so we have a bit more buffs. I didn't kill any of them, though. Okay, let's try to kill the Overlord. Bye-bye. I think I just got another surge. Yeah, got another surge. So with the surge, we either go hit the snipers, or we start beating on the tank. The tank is more of a threat. Like, the snipers are going to do like 90-some damage, and that's about it to me. So, let's come in here. It could do a lot to the Immortals, though. Yeah, let's remove some guns from the equation here. Which all of them get back up. Nope. Nope, one of them. And I'm going to be looking this way at you, so if he tries to leave, we will get a shot off. So he's sort of tied up. I mean, you can tank it, take it and leave, and then shoot me, and then the snipers could shoot me. There's still one squad of Immortals back here. Oh, I haven't even used my exocrine. I forgot all about my little exocrine. Ooh, we could actually get a nice shot in on the Immortals there. We could possibly get a shot at the snipers as well. So if I move up, that's probably going to be a sucky shot back at the snipers. Extra damage per melee spent. If I move up 1, we'll have you in range. Let me just take a look and see. Nope, we're still out of range. So 1 more is what I need. That's irritating. Well, I mean, we can hit you. We could also hit you. Accuracy's not great. And now I have to use more movement to get around. Could just tag the barge. It's just a regular shot. Doesn't do as much damage as I would hope. I mean, we can make a risky shot back here. If I do that, 65%, let's give it a try.
Taking fire.
Good hit. Got a surge from it. Nice. They got wiped out, and none of them got back up. Nice. So yeah, blast away an immortal, or hit the tank. We'll just hit the tank. Okay, we might have some movement now. You're on them. Can't move. You could still move, though. Well, in that case, start chasing down the snipers. Might just make you a huge target. I think we moved all these guys as far as we could, though. Yeah, it's gone relatively well, actually. My main core here got really wrecked, but it allowed us to sort of flank around here a bit with the side force, although they haven't done a lot of damage, but they've been a bit of a distraction and have helped us take out some of the stuff. We've got, you know, some engagement here. I could still lose my Hive Tyrant. The snipers go for him, the Annihilation Barge goes for him. He's just shooting at point-blank range, so that's best case scenario, not very accurate. He could have just moved away, taken the hit, and then gotten actual good shots off. Alright. Can my Prime make it to them? Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go as far in as we can. We're just going to swarm these guys. Because why not? Anybody else? Yeah, you can make it too. That's probably more than enough. Go there. You go. We can't go into the Trigon spot, really? I kind of clicked in it. There we go. Nope, it just was being weird about placement. Alright. First things first. Let's do a little softening up of the enemy. Okay, that was actually more than I was hoping for. Let's have the Prime start chopping them up. We can get some extra actions that way.
Our position is compromised.
So now I still have 2 actions. So you getting up really doesn't matter that much. And I got a surge. Can I reach anything else? That is a no. That's the unfortunate thing about that. If I don't take the surge, I probably won't have enough next time, so... it'll drop, so we'll just move. That's fine, whatever. Gargoyles. Let's come over here and we'll soften up the Immortals a bit. Don't think it's necessary, but anything to help. These guys just surrounded. You're going to die very soon. Oh, I like them actually standing on the hill. That's kind of cool. The little mound that we made, they're actually up a little bit. It's a little hard to see because the camera's, you know, being weird and stuff, but that's kind of neat. It's a gun. It's not a reproductive organ or anything. Yeah, kind of cool looking. Oh, you guys are termagants. I thought my termagants were dead. I just kind of lost track of them instead, I guess. Alright. Well. Light them up, I suppose. So much for you. Hormagaunts. Kind of jump in the flank there.
Taking hits.
Guys, we can do the same. What else is left? Can you guys get in the action? No. But we'll rush on over. They can at least watch the end. The end of all things. The Annihilation Barge is the last thing left, standing. Alright, we'll have the termagants blast away. Yeah, because we have the extra accuracy and the damage. So actually, we're now at 70% ranged in melee damage buff here. So keep your swarm guys close together, basically, for those extra damages. I don't think that's something that AI does very well. But that's part of why this is sort of counter. The Necron force has weapons to destroy guys adjacent to each other, and we've got skills that make it so we're more effective when we're adjacent to each other. So it's sort of an army choice counter. But as you can kind of see here, by an Annihilation Barge being destroyed by termagants, although we do have upgraded guns, so it's not like we're really cheesing this really hard. Yeah, getting the 35% at this point. Yeah, he's going to blow up, it's going to cause some problems, but hey, what you going to do? Oh, it killed my Hive Tyrant at the end. So the explosion at the end killed my Hive Tyrant and two other guys. I wasn't really concerned about it because it's like, it's just the end of the battle. We'll just win here real quick. It's easy. I thought we could kind of face tank it a little bit. But yeah, I think we lost 2 units of hormagaunts there as well that were kind of beat up, and the Hive Tyrant. So yeah, Hive Tyrant, and if I was really being careful and cared at the end of the battle, and needed to kind of keep those guys alive, we could have kept them alive. It wouldn't have been so bad. So yeah, I'm not even going to count that as kills. So we lost all the Tyranid warriors. Unfortunate. They're very strong. They did a good job doing some damage. We could have potentially used the termagants and hormagaunts as a big screen for them, which might have worked better. Probably would have worked better. But I kind of wanted to do a big flanking action and see how that went, which might have helped, because we're sort of avoiding getting blasted with everybody all at once. And most of those guys in that right side flanking force came through okay. So yeah, hormagaunts, termagants, as far as Tyranids care, they don't care. Trigon, sort of a tanky unit that's going to throw itself at the enemy and cause a distraction. He did do some damage before he went down. Unfortunately, not as much as I was hoping. I was hoping we could maybe kill those guys, the Locust Heavy Destroyers. But the Hexmark Destroyers did nothing in this. They just got... they shot like once and then got absolutely ruined. So we lost a lot of just basic dudes, but we had a lot of the army survived, especially if I count, a couple more Hormagaunts and the Hive Tyrant there, if we just moved him away before taking that shot at the end. Because the game doesn't end immediately. Your vehicles will blow up and then it does stuff. So yeah, a pretty good result overall, I think, for the Tyranids there. Not a very balanced army, but it's a very swarming army, which is kind of an interesting thing to play. If you are good with your positioning, you do get pretty good bonuses for having guys next to each other with a lot of termagants and hormagaunts and stuff, so they can do quite a bit of damage. As we can kind of see there, shooting at stuff, armored vehicles and things, and doing good damage is kind of amazing. Where normally you'd rely on your Tyranid warriors and stuff. It's been a long time since I played the Tyranids much. So yeah, I've also got an Orc army. I want to try against these Necrons to see how they do. It's just lots and lots of boys with basic guns and some Gretchen, and then a few other units. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this was just kind of a little experiment to see how this went, and the AI did pretty miserably, actually, with the weapons it had. Just the simple fact of not overwatching for me to walk into and have to force my way through, that would have made a huge difference. Anyway, this has been more Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.